What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're on one of our followers' accounts, James Newen. He's one of the old school viewers from our channel here. We've probably had tune-ups for his accounts. He has literally like 7 or 8 accounts on this one account, which is crazy. He has Transcendence Eos on quite a few, but this is the one we're going to be focusing on today. We already have her V4 householder. We only have one tenant, which is going to be the Russell, of course. This is going to be interesting because I don't know how well we are going to perform here. We do have a splendid A and B on this account. We're going to run offensive with, I believe, the attribute reduction purify. I think that's usually the best way to go. No skin because we're not spending, but we are going to run crit damage, crit, and damage reduction to start out. Again, all we really have after that is a Russell. As far as artifacts go, could use a Kiss a Ghost. I don't know if that's really worth it. Most things that are going to be happening here are just going to be like Michelle's. We're just going to use a bunch of Michelle's, I think, with energy artifacts. They're not really going to get energy off, but they are going to die and feed some damage reduction and control immunity to Eos because of her, where is it? Right here. Whenever an ally dies, increases self-damage reduction by 6% and control immunity. So having those Michelle's dying over and over is going to be a little bit helpful. We'll see if Russell can really do anything whatsoever here. I really don't know if he can. But yeah, we'll give it a try. Honestly, maybe we should run energy on him just to get him in the air as soon as possible. That honestly might be a better idea. Yeah, because waiting a couple rounds for him to get an active off, kind of useless. Maybe we could use him as a meat shield in the front row with a crown. We'll try a couple different ways here, but let's jump into it. I need to check to see what monsters are leveled up. Looks like we're going to go with the Phoenix most likely. Yeah, I think Phoenix will probably be the best because it does synergize with her burn. We have not touched anything in Light Sealand just yet. Let's go with something like this, and let's see how Sun Devourer Eos actually performs here. Should be interesting. Looks like we might need to run Control Purify early on. Oh, that damage is huge. And she's not taking any damage whatsoever. So, early Sealands seem maybe potentially very easy here. Yeah, maybe we do need to run the CC Purify. I think we do. We pretty much had to do the same thing with Asmodel, except we run Control Immunity on his imprints, and that helped out a ton. Although, I mean, this is working pretty good. Having that attribute reduction is pretty solid. Plus, everybody's dying in front of her, which means she's just gaining damage reduction and Control Immunity as the rounds go on. Hey, we actually got energy off right there. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, we're getting a ton of stacks right here as our heroes die. Even the Russell's getting some damage put out, which is pretty solid. It's not much, but it's just that little bit we wanted. Looks good, looks good. I mean, that's some solid damage coming from Russell as a supporter. I figure we'll probably get up into like the 23 range, and then we might start to struggle. Okay, that's not great. Granted, we are so strong with that A and B. She doesn't even care that she's getting hit in Sealand 21. I feel like she's going to be a much better hero than Asmodel overall, but I don't know if she'll be able to do it as cheaply as Asmodel can. The one nice thing is when she does manage to kill someone, she is going to get a 50 energy boost every time she kills a target. So right here, she's going to go back to 50. She's going to get 50 more right here. And it's just like a really nice chain of events that happens here that you just keep progressing. And it seems to be working pretty good. The Rustle in the air, I don't know if that's even doing anything. We might be better off just building him super tanky to try to absorb as many hits as possible and maybe get some dazzle going. But she doesn't seem to care so far. She doesn't even really care about the healing curse either. Whew. That's why A and B can be so strong in places like this. But as you get to the higher difficulties, a golden crown is usually more useful in 24 and 25, whereas 21 through 23, typically A and B is so much better because you're just taking no damage whatsoever. And yeah, with all that damage reduction, last 8 rounds, so this is where we're going to start to lose some of the stacks, down to 7, down to 3, it looks like, something like that. But by that time, we're already killing targets off. Seems to be going pretty good. Seems to be a good answer to Light Sealand, I would say. It would be pretty insane if somehow she could manage to do this with, like, just an army of Michelles in 8 rounds or something crazy like that. We will have to see, though, because, again, we're in the easy ones right now. It's going to definitely ramp up in damage and HP for the enemies. These are the dangerous rounds, but when we already have killed a few, taking hits now that actually deal damage, not that big of a deal. On to Sealand 23. Again, that Russell's really not doing anything for us. Might be better to run another Michelle. Is another Michelle means 1 extra stack. That's going to put her up to what? She has 4, 8, 9. It'll put her up to 10 stacks instead of 9 stacks, which, I mean, that does help with that control immunity. Oh, we are starting to take damage now. Oh, we got sniped. We could try running control immunity. Or control purify, I should say. That might be better because it'll give us more hits in situations where we're like CC'd. But I mean, not having that armor break on us is pretty solid. Like, removing that I mean, maybe it's not really needed. Maybe Control Purify might be the better option for Eos compared to Asmodel. Because Eos has continual healing, even from her basic, so we really want her basic to go off. So let's try changing that up. Let's go back to Control Purify, that way she can do something every single round. We have freedom to buy extra attempts here because we want to see how far she can get without too much difficulty. Like I said, I think she's going to get through 23 pretty easily here, but after that, we might start struggling. Get the basic going, which is going to give us end of round healing and active. As long as we can, like, only go 1 round CC'd, we should be fine. I wonder if we want to run some sort of speed setup so that we can maybe outspeed them and go before they go. Please don't die. Good. All right. That's the dangerous one. The first wave is always very difficult in, like, most faction Sealands. Even with energy drain, not a big deal. So yeah, we are getting that stacking debuff right there. But it does eventually, like, go away. So maybe this is the better option. Just to make sure if we do get horrified, we still can get a basic off in the next round at least. Oh my goodness, that damage ramped up really, really quickly. Russell's not really getting much done here. We could do something like lowering her crit damage from her imprint and instead running like higher armor. Because at that point, then she's going to be taking less damage from her armor as well, which might be useful. It could be something good for us. Ooh, that's where the damage really ramps up. We lose all that damage reduction stacks. You see what's happening there? Like, we lose all the damage reduction, and then we really start getting hit very, very hard. I mean, we could honestly try Balanced Strike with her as well. Balanced Strike might be something worthwhile here. Unbending Will is nice in those late rounds, but if we can kill them before it gets to that, it could be better. And maybe we don't need to run the damage reduction imprint either. We could run holy damage and just go like all out damage and see if we still have enough. Because right here, we're going to start losing stacks. And this is when we start taking big damage in round 10. Right here, we're going to lose all those stacks. And that's why we start getting chunked with our health right there. So let's try this. Let's also swap the damage reduction over to holy damage. And let's just see what that does for us. If that is the little bit of extra damage we need, we're going to leave unbending, or not unbending. We're going to leave the other one on here. We're going to keep Balanced Strike going because I think we just need the extra damage if she's not critting. Without the damage reduction, that's not going to work. No, we definitely need the damage reduction imprint for her. So let's go back to that. I mean, unbending does seem like something we need. One thing we could try is Shared Fate. Do we have a Speed Stone? We don't. I'm almost thinking a speed stone would be better. That way, even if we get CC'd with Purify, you know, that could be a good thing. Let's try to do this. Let's unlock another stone and let's do some rerolls here. See if we can get a speed attack stone is what I really want to find. Now we need to use gold for this event anyway, so it kind of works out. Attack HP, come on. Speed attack. Give me that speed attack. Nope, nope, nope. Speed attack. Speed attack. Speed attack. Come on. I want speed attack. I don't want crit. We definitely need that attack value for our AMB. Oh no, this is not going well. Block attack. I mean, maybe a block attack stone. Oh my god, all the gold is going away. All the gold's disappearing. No. Oh, come on. Give me what I need here, game. None of these are what we need here, game. Alright, I'm only going to go down to like 200 million gold. I don't want to completely destroy the gold situation here. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous that we still have not gotten it. Oh my god, on the last one. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to run, no, not convert. We're going to swap over to speed attack. And let's go back to control purify. See if that's good enough speed-wise to get going before the enemy team, because that's the important part here. Yes, now we're going before the enemies, which is really huge. That way, less chance for them to manipulate our energy in a negative way. Plus, we're guaranteeing our attack off every turn instead of having waiting for the next one to get purified. This might be the increase in damage we needed here. Big active right here. We have one more round. We got to kill the front two. Come on. Yes. Okay, now we can deal with the back two, I think, just fine. Because, oh, it's so close still. Oh my goodness, it is so close. All right, we're just gonna try like maybe 5 more attempts just to see what we can get done. But overall, this is going pretty good considering Russell's our only other hero we have, and he's really there just to take like an additional hit or so. Honestly, at this rate, do we even need Control Purify against this wave? We're not getting horrified, right? Especially not after we have those stacks of control immunity. I mean, yeah, then we get CC'd right there. Oh, the reflect damage is really what's killing us here towards the end. Man, I wonder if we just throw in like, do we have another Michelle on this account? Actually, I don't think we do. We could throw in like a Bell Rain or something. That way it just gives us a little bit of healing too, but I don't think that's going to really matter. Man, those curses are kind of annoying, but I do like the speed stone. It definitely feels better going before the enemy. This is where we're going to lose all of our stacks right here. Oh man, we're taking damage even when we're dealing damage, which feels so bad. All right. I think this might be where we get stuck, honestly. This does seem like it's going to be our limit. Let's just do one more change before we get out of here. We'll try one more thing if we don't beat this one here. And that is going to be, we could use a Russell in the front row potentially in like a tanky setup. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Putting her in the front row, would that be better? We're just going to die the second we attack them. The reflect damage is brutal. What if we were to do like this? Does that make a difference? Because honestly, she's really tanky. She doesn't really care about the hits, and that does let Russell get in the air, and maybe that's that little bit of extra damage we need in this setup. It also means most of the damage stacks are going to come a little bit later in the rounds, which means we have more defense longer. And yeah, it is keeping the Russell alive. She's very tanky, so she can definitely deal with this. And now she's going to be able to go into round 10 and 11 with some damage reduction and control immunity stacks, I think, which are very important to not drop all of them off. So right here, we still have some. We still have 4 in round 10. That is a huge difference right there. But is it enough? It is enough. So putting her in the front row means we kind of separate out those damage stacks, those damage reduction stacks we're getting from all those Michelles that we have. So that's pretty solid. I'll take it. Plus, of course, Russell gets at least 1 active off, which is a little bit of extra damage that she's kind of just missing on. And it seems to be working out pretty good for us. All right, let's see how this one goes, though. I think I feel safer against the mages or priests or whatever they are in the back row here compared to duo warriors. Yeah, this is a lot easier than 2 warriors in the back row. Very, very easy. Okay, let's see if we can get 23 done. We'll finish 123. We're gonna leave her in the front row, so front row definitely a good spot for her to be in. Russell's in the air. He doesn't get an active off, though. He's not fast enough. Oh, man. Maybe we need like a speed stone on Russell as well, but that's not really going to help out. Again, this isn't as bad. The hardest wave for her honestly feels like it's the Warriors. We are going to drop off a couple of stacks at the end of this round, down to 5 damage reduction stacks. Ooh, and now we lost everything. Oh, when we lose all those damage reduction stacks, it is bad. All right, let's just do one more. Hopefully, maybe we can somehow get this Russell to get an active off without dying. Oh, he died again. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get an active off, to be honest. I don't think he's going to get the active off. Luckily, she's still going first, but again, we're just not doing enough damage here. And we're not draining the energy like we need to as well. Round 8 is our last round with damage reduction, and then we're going to lose it off in 9 and 10, and then we melt. So, yeah, kind of hard with her, but not bad considering we have, like, a Russell kind of supporting more or less for a Tenant, but it's just mainly Devourer Eos. So, I don't know. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Decide if you want to use her or Asmodel for Light Sealand. It'd be kind of crazy to see both of them in Sealand, because I think then they would completely crush it. But, hey, hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.